So you're welcome to Pepe Suarez Xtra on YouTube. Thanks for always watching us. We are particularly grateful that you continue to watch us. And we do appreciate the effort that you do put for us. We are grateful. Now we are talking about the Blackstars of Ghana and that important game they'll be playing with Chad. The game is important. It is not difficult. So I'm choosing my words carefully. Others have said that it is a huge game. It is. Jordan Ayew said that it's a challenge, and the coach said it's a difficult. No, I don't subscribe to all those adjectives. It is important, of course, very important because in our group, um, between Central African Republic and Madagascar, Madagascar defeated them by 4 goals to 1. So as we speak, Madagascar are leading the group on 10 points. And then Ghana and Comoros, we have 9 points apiece. And so this game can actually determine who leads the group after 5 games. That's the important aspect of it. Not that it's a difficult game. Central African Republic is not an opponent that should on any day threaten Ghana or create issues for the Blackstars of Ghana. We will not accept that. But of course, it's a big game. It's a game that we need to win. So those of us who watched from yesterday, we've given you the possible backline. We've given you the midfielders, and in the midfield, remember we had problems determining who will play as the DM, the one who will play as the holding midfielder, the one who will play as the pivot. When you play Thomas Partey as a pivot in Ghana, he doesn't like it, and there are obvious reasons. When he overworks, it brings up his injury, and so Thomas will not want to play as a DM. Elisha is not around. The Lawrence guy they called, I am not sure that they will play him. So in a midfield three, we struggled, but of course we identified Thomas and Kudus as the two who will start alongside one additional player. And we predicted that the coach will start one of the center backs as the DM. Now let's look at the attack of the Black Stars. So depending on how the midfield is shaped, we may play 4 attackers or 3 attackers. Should the midfield revolve around only Thomas Partey and Kudus Mohamed, then the Black Stars will deploy 4 attackers. So who are the 4 attackers who lead the lines for the Black Stars? The first in the attack should be Captain Jordan Pierre Ayew. So Jordan Ayew will lead the attack for the Black Stars of Ghana. Remember, Jordan in the World Cup qualifiers, he's been phenomenal. So when he came off the bench in Bamako, Mali, he changed the game and Ghana won. That was Ghana versus the Malians back at Bamako. We took all the 3 points off the Malians. Then Ghana versus Central African Republic at the Babaya Sports Stadium. Jordan Ayew produced another super performance. I think it was that game that he scored the hat-trick. Out of the 4 goals that Ghana scored, Jordan had a hat-trick. And after the game, he granted an interview and said his main position, the position that he wishes to always play, is the leading striker role as the number 9. I think that after that game, he led the Lions on 2 occasions, even though the Black Stars did not do too well. That was the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. So Jordan Ayew is one player. Whether we go for 4 players up front or 3 players up front, Jordan will pick one of those positions. Mark it. Now, if we are going with 4, then Kamaldeen Sulemana, of Southampton in the English Premier League will also operate at one side of the wings. Kamaldeen Sulemana. And you know, Kamaldeen would normally want to cut in from the left side. He would normally want to cut in from the left side. So he can play on the left side of attack. Then Antoine Salom Semenyo. Who is the highest Ghanaian scorer in Europe top 5 leagues with 7 goals for Bournemouth in the English Premier League, would also fancy his chances of striking from the left side. So obviously, between Antoine Semenyo and Kamadin. I'm using the scenario where we are playing four attackers. We are playing four attackers. Then Antoine on the right, Kamadin on the left. Then the leading striker will be Inaki Williams. For Inaki, I've told you that he's in super good form. If you check the Europa League and you are looking for top scorers in the Europa League, Inaki Arthur Williams has been super in the Europa League. This season in a in the Spanish La Liga, he's not scoring a lot of goals, but in Europe, he's scoring. In La Liga, it's all about his assists. So he's assisted a lot in the Spanish La Liga. If you check the La Liga, after 27 games, he has scored 5 goals and assisted 8. So he has 13 goals involvement in the La Liga. If you go to Europe, in the Europa League, he has scored 5 and assisted 1. So he has 6 goals contribution in the Europa League. He has 13 goals contribution in the Spanish La Liga. You put everything together and he has scored 10 goals and 9 assists, making it 19 goals involvement in the season for Inaki Williams. So that is how we are the reports we are picking based on our monitoring, based on the call that we have made. Now the Blackstars will parade a four-man attack. Take it again. In a four-man attack, what that means is that we will have two midfielders. The moment we get a DM and Thomas operates as the box-to-box number 8 and Kudus operates as the number 10, the creative player, then what will happen is that we will have three attackers. If it's three attackers, Jordan Ayew will play on the wings, then Antoine Semenyo will play on the wings, and then Inaki will lead the attack. That is how it will be. So, whatever the case be, if it is a four-man attack, the player who will not be part of who will be part of it is Sulemana Kamadi. If it's a three-man attack, then Kamadi Sulemana will not be part of the attack, and rather it will be made up of Captain Jordan Ayew, Antoine Semenyo, and Inaki Williams. That is the report that we have picked. Remember, the Stars trained behind closed doors on Wednesday, and they trained behind closed doors on Thursday. Based on the reports that we have picked from camp, we can tell you that this is the scenario that will happen. So, should we play two midfielders, then four attackers, and then if it is four attackers, Jordan will operate as the second striker. Jordan will play behind Inaki Williams. If it is three attackers because of three midfielders, Jordan will operate on the wings, Antoine Semenyo on the wings, and Inaki will lead the attack for the Black Stars of Ghana. We wish the Stars the very best. Kindly subscribe to our channel. It is Pepe Suarez Xtra, a channel dedicated to the Black Stars, to the national team, and all of that. Tomorrow, we'll bring you live streaming from the Accra Sports Stadium. Thank you so much for watching. We are grateful.